Have you ever watched a UFC fighter who simply refuses to slow down? A fighter who pushes forward like a storm that never loses energy. Not in the first round, not in the last, not even for a single breath. And have you ever wondered what transforms a regular fighter into a force of nature? A machine that operates beyond normal human limits.
I'm gonna make Mexico proud, okay? I'm gonna represent Mexico!
It's gonna be best moment. And about Islam, he
How
always...
about jacuzzi?
You can come.
I was not there.
Come.
So, you know what?
Don't be pussy.
That is the essence of Merab Dvalishvili, a man whose entire style feels like a dare to the human body, a challenge to see how far it can go before breaking. The most remarkable thing? Merab's body never breaks. His will never bends. His pace never fades. His fight never ends. This is not just the story of a fighter climbing the UFC rankings. This is the evolution of a man who turned relentlessness into a brand, cardio into a weapon, and pressure into fear itself. This is how Merab became the machine, the roots of relentlessness.
I don't know if there's a guy that has a nickname that's more fitting than yours, the Machine.
Crazy.
Merab the Machine. Where did that come from?
This nickname actually give me my teammate Matt Prevola.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Steamroller. He gave me in New York when we were training, and he called me, "You training like machine." And
To understand Merab, you have to understand where he comes from. Tbilisi, Georgia, a land of mountains, grit, culture, and a history built on resistance. Georgian warriors are known for their toughness, discipline, and loyalty. So it's no surprise that the man who would become the Machine was shaped by these qualities long before he ever stepped into a cage. Merab didn't grow up with luxurious gyms or world-class equipment. He grew up with passion and pain. He worked odd jobs, supported his family, and trained wherever he could. Tiny gyms, dusty mats, cold rooms with limited gear. But how often does greatness come from comfort? Isn't it usually born in places where life is hard and dreams look impossible? For Merab, hardship was fuel. His early martial arts training, judo, sambo, and wrestling, taught him the value of repetition, discipline, and pressure. Sambo especially played a major role in shaping his relentless style. Constant movement, endless grappling, and the mentality of never letting your opponent rest. But even then, no one expected the Georgian kid with a determined face and an endless gas tank to one day shake the UFC Bantamweight division.
I had a really tough life, you know. We started growing again, like as an independent country, and then everybody lost their job. It was no electricity in the country. It was no gas in the country, and lots of criminals, and everybody was gangster, and you have to be gangster to protect your family.
The leap of faith, leaving home. Merab knew he needed more opportunities, better coaching, and a bigger stage. So he did something many fighters fear. He left home with almost nothing. He moved to the United States, chasing a dream that most people would consider insane. He didn't know the language. He didn't have money. He didn't have connections. He didn't even have a guarantee that he would succeed. But what he did have was a heart that didn't understand the word quit. Imagine landing in a foreign country with a dream so big that it scares you, and yet you chase it anyway. Would most people survive that pressure? Would they push forward or return home defeated? Merab pushed. He found his way to the Serra-Longo Fight Team in New York, where he would meet the people who would shape him into the fighter he is today. Ray Longo, Matt Serra, and the team didn't just sharpen his skills. They recognized something rare, a fighter who never gets tired. Stories from the gym became legendary. Training partners would collapse after grueling rounds. Merab would jog home after practice as a cool-down. Cardio day, he treated it like a warm-up. And sparring sessions felt like trying to spar with a windstorm. Everyone said the same thing. No one moves like Merab.
The Georgian people are tough people, and everybody was gangster, and you have to be gangster to protect your family. Thank God, and then when I was kid, we are tough people, and we used to fight a lot in the school and everything, and thank God.
Becoming the machine. A nickname isn't supposed to define a fighter. A fighter is supposed to earn the nickname. The machine wasn't chosen. It was witnessed. Merab's UFC debut wasn't perfect. He took losses early. But even in defeat, there was something terrifying about his pace. He didn't lose because he faded. He lost because he was still learning the game. But once he figured out how to blend his wrestling, pressure, and unbreakable pace, the rest of the division began to feel a quiet fear. What do you do against a man who shoots 10 takedowns? What about 15? What about 20? What about 25? What about when he attempts takedowns, even when he doesn't need them? Just to make you tired, just to make you panic, just to make your lungs beg for help. Merab doesn't let fighters think. He doesn't let them breathe. He doesn't let them plan. He is chaos in motion.
Can you copy me and fight like I fight? No, everybody's different, I cannot copy Khabib. I think Khabib is special, he's different, he's strong, and he's legend.
Pressure as a weapon. Most fighters throw punches to hurt you. Merab throws pace to break you. Pressure is not just physical, it's psychological. When Merab closes the distance, when he chains together takedown after takedown, when he refuses to back up even for a second, something strange happens in the cage. His opponents begin to crumble from the inside. Their confidence cracks, their cardio collapses, their strategy melts. What do you do when every time you create space, he's already back in your face? What do you do when standing still feels risky, but moving also feels impossible? What do you do when your takedown defense stops mattering because he'll shoot again and again and again?
7 in a row, my man, in a loaded bantamweight division. He was one of the top 6 guys in the world. You just beat him.
I'm just happy to be here. Like 4 years ago, I cannot even dream to go UFC. Please work for your dream, and everything is possible. Just you gotta focus and work hard. Everything can happen.
The Aldo fight. Proof of the machine. When Merab faced Jose Aldo, one thing was clear. Aldo was a legend, a defensive master, a man whose takedown defense was one of the best in UFC history. But the question lingered. Could Merab really impose his style on someone like Aldo? Could he pressure a legend the same way he pressured regular contenders? The answer was clear from the opening bell. Aldo tried to create distance. Merab erased it. Aldo tried to counter. Merab smothered it. Aldo tried to find rhythm. Merab stole it. By the end of the fight, Aldo, a man known for explosiveness, looked stuck, frozen, unable to break free. The world took note. Merab didn't just win, he shut down a legend. Beyond fighting, the humble machine. Outside the cage, Merab is surprisingly humble. He laughs easily, he supports teammates. He avoids trash talk. He stays grounded in his roots and his Georgian identity. He still trains like a man chasing something bigger, something deeper, respect, legacy, and the dream of bringing a UFC title home to Georgia. But under that kindness lies a storm waiting for the bell.
I feel great. I have to work hard. I work, and I have this experience. I have this, and this like this. There is so many. Our division is most excited now. There is so many young guys, or like our former champion, like Henry Cejudo coming back. I don't know. Let me say there is so many. Hey, I'm ready now.
The future of the machine. As Merab stands closer than ever to the UFC Bantamweight title, the anticipation is electric. Analysts call him the hardest matchup in the division. Fighters openly admit his pressure is unlike anything they've ever felt. Or is the world about to witness something even greater? A champion who never breaks, never quits, and never stops. What happens when a machine finally gets its crown? Merab Dvalishvili is not just a fighter. He's a phenomenon, a storm disguised as a man. and his story is only beginning. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.